fabulous co-host, Fanny P. You cannot forget the P. You know what I'm saying? That's the P and fan page. But anyways, check this out. We got a couple sponsors we want y'all to tap in with. Hey, yo, Fanny, tell them about the sponsors we want them to tap in with.
Shout out to Millie Moo Luxury Diapers for our luxury wiggler wobblers and our luxury toddlers. Use the promo code YOLEAKS to receive 20% off your purchase. And ladies, let's not forget Tampax Radiant tampons. Use their pads and use the promo code YORADIANT to receive 20% off your purchase. And shout out to Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, the Replay Gang, and everyone who's entering the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Helen, first one on the scene. You know what I mean? And shout out to Life with Wanda. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to like this video and share us out if you can. TSM, you ready for this heat we gonna be bringing in tonight?
Yeah, I mean, even though that I'm kind of not informed on what we're gonna be bringing up, that's also a good thing too because I can kind of give my real time reaction. Shout out to Life with Wanda. I'm a moderator over there on her channel, and check this out. If y'all not tapped in, ladies, because we got nothing but ladies over here, y'all should be tapped in with Life with Wanda. She does things that I wish every woman does around the house. We got a lot of ghetto mothers, ghetto girlfriends, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with being ghetto, but I think a woman traits is what she do around the house and what she does in the house. And gardening. I mean, from gardening to the spirituality, she's doing it all. So yeah, I might want to go tap in with her and check her channel out. Fanny, I'm doing well. We got Brenda, Fanny, Brenda to step through. Say what's up to Brenda.
Hey, Miss Brenda, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. And shout out to you as well.
And last but not least, gotta acknowledge
Hey,
my wonderful mom.
Jessica, thank you for
Hey
coming in.
Jessica, thank you for coming. Gotta acknowledge my wonderful mom, Mama Heather. Everybody on Reverb Nation call her Mama TSM. So I'm gonna say Mama TSM for the night. Also, shout out to Reverb Nation. Shout out to everybody stepping through. Make sure y'all come through that y'all hit the thumbs up. Of course, we got some interesting topics for y'all tonight. So even if y'all can't come through, hit the thumbs up, come back later on and comment on this live, which is gonna help us get pushed into the algorithm. And if y'all haven't used the crafts sound, be sure to go and use the sound. You don't have to be food related. Hell, you could be showing me your hiking boots. Use the sound. We almost made 100 remix videos on that sound. So help your boy get to 100. Then we're gonna work on the next goal after that. So once again, shout out to everybody who has used it. And if you're one of those users that have used the sound, hell, go back and use it again and again and again. Y'all see me? I'm being the primary example. So I'm not just asking y'all, but I'm doing it myself. So shout out to everybody who's coming through and everybody's been using the craft sound. Once again, shout out to Reverb Nation. We got 16 people watching on Reverb Nation. It's always the same 16. I'm just calling y'all the famous 16. It's always in here. It's monthly payers over there on Reverb. So y'all tap in, man. Fanny, what we got going on tonight? Everybody in the chat, let me know what y'all ate and let me know what type of day y'all had. Myself, my day was a 10 out of 10, and I had some nachos.
But before we get started, we got to shout out the bestie from the Rusty. Hey, Vivi, bestie in here. Hey, Vivi, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to you, Vivi, for coming.
Yo, shout out to my bestie. What's up, Vivi? Thank you so much for coming through. See you using the sound over there. Much appreciated. And real quick before we get started, I see a lot of people. I had a lot of people worried. Oh, TSM, are you okay? Etc. Listen, I'm fine. Just had some work to do. My manager don't advise me to put everything I do out there, so I'm just gonna say I had a couple jobs to do, and I did those jobs, and I was just tired when I came back. So so not only putting in this social work, but also trying to keep my the construction company that my granddad left me. I'm trying to keep that afloat, and so that's all that's gonna be said tonight. But we got some hot, juicy topics for y'all tonight. Fanny, we can actually dive straight on in if you want to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna give you an update on the situation
Hold
with
on, hold on, hold on. You got the hot pink on tonight. Wow, look at you. I see you over there. Got the mink. I don't even want to disrespect her and call
yeah,
that a dragon fur
yeah,
or
man.
goat fur. That's the real mink. Like you know what I'm saying? So y'all go make sure that y'all tapping in with her. And she got nice quality videos over there on the Unbothered Mimi channel. See, I gotta go see the other content over there. But the real people only, if y'all not true supporters, don't go over there because she don't need the subs, but she would appreciate it. Y'all go and check her out. That's Unbothered Mimi. Search her name. Y'all gonna find it. It is what it is. At this moment, I see you got the three mirrors back in the background. Okay.
I brought him back.
Okay. That's what's up. Real quick, ladies, I need y'all to do me a favor. I'm gonna be working on something special, and I need everybody to send me a picture of y'all wearing a pink shirt, hat, them, and lipstick. I don't get nail polish, anything pink that y'all got on. Send it to what's my email, Fanny? Um,
Joseph Brand 15 at gmail.com.
yes, that's JOSEPHBREND 14, right?
It's 15.
Okay, so I got two of them. Which one is you giving them?
15.
Okay, so that's Jojo Brand, right? JOJOBREND.
END.
Jojo Brand 15 at gmail.com. And my other one
Correct.
is Joseph Brand
Joseph.
14 at gmail.com. Send me pictures of y'all in pink. Hell, even if you got your husband next to him, sit your husband next to you. It ain't got to just be you. This ain't just a female thing, but I just know it's not enough brave dudes out there that's like me, that's brave enough to just throw that thing on and look good in the pink. You feel me? So, send me pictures of y'all wearing something pink. I don't care what it is. If you ain't got nothing, you can wear pink. If you got any dishes, anything pink, send it to my email address. I want to use it in a musical video that I'm going to be working on. That's going to be hot. I'm not going to give you all the information. I want it to be a surprise thing. And so, Penny, let's dive straight into it.
Okay, we're going to give you guys an update of what's going on with the Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and Pooh Shiesty's dad. I have not seen this video, so I'll be viewing it for the first time with you guys. But before I show that video, I want to say shout out to Carlos King. This is where the video is coming from. I can't show the whole video because I don't want to be copyrighted. I will give you guys a snippet, give you a little bit of what's going on. Like I said, this is my first time viewing it as well. With that, also, we're going to give you some information about what happened to Offset. If you guys are not aware, Offset was shot yesterday. Also, we're going to talk about, if time allow us to talk about Kanye West and why he's not welcome in the UK. So, with that being said, let's get into it.
Today, rapper Pooh Shiesty was in a Dallas courtroom for allegedly holding Gucci Mane at gunpoint. Born Lontrell Williams Jr., he is among 9 suspects now facing charges in the alleged kidnapping and robbery of fellow rapper Gucci Mane at a Dallas recording studio back in January. Williams was released from federal prison just last October after serving 3 years for gun crimes in Florida. And prosecutors.
Now, y'all just heard that. Now, for him just to be released on going charges in October, and here it is in April, what are y'all guys' thoughts about him being involved in something else, a federal charge? What are y'all thoughts about that? Helen says, "Oh no, I didn't hear that." Speedy recovery, Offset. What are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about Pooh Shiesty just getting out of trouble? Well, not getting out of trouble, but was charges in October, and here it is, April. What are you guys' thoughts about that? TSN, what are your thoughts about that?
I'm not gonna lie. This is why I don't want to be in a mix of these type of rappers. This is why I elevate myself more than just a rapper, an actor, and voice actor, a creator, whatever, a comedian, whatever the hell it is that people want to label me as, because I don't want to be in the mix with this. There's so many of these instances. Like, I'm not even surprised, but what I am surprised at it that is so many rappers that's given opportunities to change their family's life forever. It's not a temporary thing. The amount that they make from that, I mean, just a primary example, a lot of rappers that fell off, y'all heard one song from, they still making money today based off what they did a long time ago. And so I'm just shocked that so many rappers, rap artists, get handed this opportunity versus me. I'm clawing, scraping, and climbing for every ounce of fame that I have, for every subscriber, every supporter. I make sure that I tap in and in tune with each and every one of y'all. Versus these rappers that go famous overnight and become viral overnight, there's barely taking time to thank their supporters, yell along, speak to them one on one. And so they get this opportunity without even having to acknowledge a supporter, and it could change their family life forever, like I said. And most of them take this opportunity and do that with it. When it's rappers like myself that take that opportunity, and hell, me and everybody around me will be elevated for a pretty substantial amount of time of our lives. Definitely won't be getting into this type of trouble. Um, what's so hard about staying in the house and rapping? That's it. Staying in the house and rapping. What's so difficult about that?
When me and you were talking, I just feel like it's your mentality. Like if you have not been exposed to anything, um, it's your mentality. Um, and it's just so heartbreaking because you've been blessed with the talent and the gift to reach the masses, to change your life, and this is the route that you choose. And I think it's just really so sad and unfortunate that that's what people have chosen to do because they have not been taught or trained to have a different outlook on life. And I just feel like it's really a sad situation for all parties involved because
No, no,
just
no.
like
People need to realize how uneducated that this young man is. Either he's really uneducated or he's just really stupid. This is his second chance at this. A rapper go to jail for something like what he did, they gone for life. Ain't no more career. Look at TK. We won't be hearing from Tory Lanez no time soon. We won't be hearing from R. Kelly no time soon. YMW Melly, we won't be hearing from him no time soon. Lil Durk is gone. We won't be hearing from him. All these rappers that got locked up, it's difficult to get out of that. It's one rapper that got out of this case, and he had to tell on everybody. His name is Takashi 69, the kid with the rainbow hair, the Mexican kid. He had to tell on
the one
everybody,
who
and that
stole from
destroyed
you, yeah, we know who
that
he
that
is.
destroyed his reputation. It's difficult for him to even make something right now. And so, man, it's crazy that he got out and for doing the same thing, and he did the same. Now, if he went back for like domestic violence, or they said, oh, he put his hands on this woman, something crazy like that, I'd be like, okay, he got locked up, but he did something different. He not doing the same thing. This idiot got out and did the same exact thing.
And that's the point that I was making. It's that mentality. You were not taught or exposed to certain things because lack of knowledge brings destruction. And 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 that's what we're seeing in real time with all these artists that you mentioned. And it's so unfortunate because they have been blessed, like I said, with gifts and talents to reach the masses, but lack of knowledge has become their downfall. And I think a lot of times when you got so many people that praise you and worship you and put you on a pedestal, they feel like they're bigger than the program. And I've said this before, nobody's bigger than the program. You have to be humble. And sometimes when you're not humble, you will get humbled. You know what I'm saying? And I think in this situation for it to happen, because when you showed me the video of the first situation, I was like, no, TSM, ain't nobody that dumb. Then I seen the video and then they pan the camera. It was directly across the street from the police department. I'm just like, Like where and I'm just like, where's the leadership in this? You know what I'm saying? Because I was always raised, you're only as good as your leader. I'm like, where's the leadership in this? Like you had your father in your life. Where's the leadership in all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you call me on the phone, it's like, hey, I'm in jail. I'm like, for what? And you just like, I'm part, they accuse me being part of a robbery. And I'm like, where? And it's across the street from the police department. You know what I'm gonna do for you? You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna love you and hang up on you. I'm like, cause you a stupid ninja. You're just stupid. You did this across the street from the police department. You had to see this police department and you still choke. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a second chance and then you go out and do it again. How do you defend that? How do you reconcile with that?
The better question is, right, where in the hell was, when I say leadership, I'm not talking about his father, people that surround him. The person that's responsible for the artist, Gucci Man, right? My thing is, where's your influence on your artist? Where is the classes? Where's the conversations? Pretty, pretty much if I'm signing somebody and I know that they could be a vulnerability to my business, I'm gonna make sure that I'm tapping in with them every other, especially I gotta know the background, especially if I know that I got you from the streets and what you might be capable of doing. If I'm investing money into you, I have to watch over you. And so there's not enough of this being did. The reason why is because these rappers don't get signed based off their talent. They don't get signed because they talented. They pick a dude from the street that got a hot song that's buzzing in the streets. As long as you got a hot song that's buzzing in the streets, they're going to sign you just to own that song. They're going to try to make money off their song. They know they're not gonna make $100,000 back off of you. Whatever the hell they signed you for, they know they're not gonna make that back. Probably the next 5 or 10 years, it's gonna take them to make that back off of your royalties. Unless you're doing shows and they're taking a percentage of your shows, unless they're booking you for interviews and they're taking a percentage of that, they're not gonna make that money back. And so they try to make as much as they can off of that hit song. That's why when you see a hit song or you hear one, or you think you hear it play so much. That's because the person who signed that artist that got ownership of that song, they're playing for it to get spent so much so that they can recuperate that money back off of streams. If somebody hear that song so many times, they're going to go to wherever they can get to stream that song. And so they pick vulnerable people, street people. You know what I'm saying? I can make a hit. I can make a street hit if I want to, but I don't want to influence people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people watching me that I don't want to influence the wrong way. And so a lot of these COs ain't doing that right. They just signing people based off songs. They're looking at a dollar sign, not a business profit.
That's why I said knowledge is power, and a lack of knowledge will bring you destruction. And the thing of it is, you do have to have the right people around you. And a lot of times you will keep people around you for selfish reasons. And those very people can be your downfall. They could be assigned to your destruction. And it's just so sad because it's like you said, he has his father in his life, and we all know how important it is to have a male role model in a young man's life. And unfortunately, I don't think he had that. I think people seen the money, just like you said. And again, God says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Not that you have money, but for the love of the money. And I think a lot of times that's what people see, and it becomes their destruction. And in this situation, I just think it's really, really sad because you know what? Gucci Man, like you say, he's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a business to make money and your artist refuses to listen to you, refuses to take sound advice, Gucci Man can't be a part of this man's life 24/7. Once he goes out and makes his music and make Gucci Man money, once they separated and he go out and lives his real life, Gucci Man is not a part of that. Especially,
Which
espe-
brings me to the next point. I believe a lot of these mainstream superstars like himself shouldn't even be signing people like that based off of their background. Now, I hate to say hold somebody accountable for their past of what or what they've done in their background, but at some point, as a businessman, you have to understand a asset and a liability for your business, because it takes one domino to knock down the whole effect. Um, Gucci Man signed, I think I said this before to y'all. Gucci Man signed a total in his career, I think, 23 artists. And out of 23 of those artists, there's only, well, that was the last one. He had signed 23 artists, and each and every artist that he had, not some of them, listen to what I'm saying real quick, and I want y'all to look me in the face when I say this. Out of 23 artists, and go do your own research, the ones that's not dead end up going to jail or prison for their entire life. That's why he was so excited for when Pooh Shiesty got home. He said, "This is my last one," and so you know, this he's gone now. The last guy before Pooh Shiesty name was Hot Boy West. Get this, he signed for $1 million, and I think 7 days later, went to jail for robbing somebody. And I cannot make this up. When I say 7 days later, after signing for 1 million, the entire million was gone. Like he had zero to his name. Like had to borrow gas money from his mom to make it to an interview and pay her back. Like, and it's like, yo, why are we signing people like this? And like you just said, we can't be around 24/7. So if we're gonna sign somebody, why not sign somebody that we know we don't have to keep a close eye on? And another strong point that I'm trying to make to y'all is, y'all probably seen a video of Gucci Man and his wife counting $2 million, and he like, yo, showing it in cash. I got 1 million for my next male artist and my next female artist. Who want to sign? Like, don't nobody want to sign to you. If first of all, if your influence that powerful, you don't need to show $1 million to get somebody to sign to you. When you use tactic like that, you're only going for the weak. You're only going for street people who have no way of thinking or no compound way of thinking for themselves. That's why he do things like that. And I'm not saying this is what he's doing. I'm just saying allegedly. Like when you have to show $1 million, it's like right now, it's like me flirting with every female in this live stream and I'm showing off money. It's like, bro, like you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's preying on the weak. That's what he does, and they make a quick flip. It's like a rug pull. They make a quick amount of money off the hit song, and whatever happened to the artist, they pretty much don't give a damn. Long as they got ownership of that song. Yo, Fanny,
I
Prince
agree.
Daniel done stepped through. Say what up to Prince Daniel.
Hey, Prince Daniel, thank you so much for joining
Yo,
us.
bro,
I
I
wanna
mentioned you.
I wanna
I
read a
mentioned you on
comment.
my community. I mentioned you on my community wall like 2 days ago or something like that. Make sure you checking your mentions, bro, because people be looking out for you. They wanna, might want to shout you out or anything. So I did mention you because you one of the only male supporters that rock with me outside of Joshua and Disco Bob. So and of course Jay Breeze. But yeah, be making sure you look out for your mentions. Go ahead, Fanny. I'm sorry about it.
DGAF 5150 says, my brother-in-law taught my 6-year-old niece to check if things are name brand first before she says thank you. Wow. Wow. What are your thoughts about that comment?
I can't really say much like about it because Stephanie, that's all she do, and she kind of she get it from her mama. Let's just say that. But hell, I kind of understand that. I mean, cause like even these kids here, like they
Wait a
really like.
minute.
Oh, nah, we ain't
Don't
even
do
go.
that.
We no, we're not gonna go that far. We're not gonna go that far. Leave that alone. Know what you about to say? We're not even gonna step into that. But damn it, you know what I'm talking about. That's like you. You're not probably gonna come on here. That's me, right? You're not gonna come on here with no. You ain't gonna wear no any kind of fur. Oh, she done cut the thing off on me. She probably about to cuss me out.
No, I got a
You done
call.
cut
I
the
got
camera
a
off.
call.
You cut the camera off to stick the middle finger up at me. You had to release that energy then.
No, I got a call. Don't do that. I got a phone call from my sister, but mm-mm, don't do that. But anyway, back to your story. You were saying Stephanie do what now?
Uh, Back to the regular schedule program.
That's what I thought. That's exactly, Helen. Exactly. It's getting hot in here, ain't it? But anyway, um, I just feel like this is an unfortunate situation. That I think it could have been prevented. I really do. I think it's something that could have been prevented if he had the right people um in his life to mold and shape him to be the artist that he had become. But because he didn't, this is the result of it.
Nah, excuse my language, but fuck that. I'm not feeling sad for this dude.
I didn't
I'm
say I
through
was
feeling.
feeling
I'm
sad.
through feeling sad and trying to have something nice to say
Mm.
about these dudes when they take opportunities like this. The however many millions he have in his damn account. You know what I could have did with that and his kids and a few homeless people, some family and some friends for a substantial amount of time. I'm not an idiot that's gonna take money and blow it. I know how to invest and put back into business. Um, and so I just like he's old enough to understand, even if he didn't have nobody around him. Let's take me for instance. I'm from the streets, right? It took 8 bullets to go through my ass, and I understood. It ain't take nobody to say, "Yo, get off the streets. You need to get off the streets. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop selling that. Stop breaking in people's houses. Stop shooting at these people." Right? It didn't take people around me to do that. It took one instance, and I understood. And I'm not saying everybody think like that, but what I'm saying is at a certain age, you know what the hell you're doing. And I just can't feel bad for somebody like that, or have nothing nice to say. He got some good music. I can say that. That first day out, I still be bumping that FDA. I still bump to that, but idiot. I could have used that opportunity and that signing that you got, and I could have done a lot with it. And I was just gone. Waste. Done.
But once again, you have to surround yourself
Yo,
around.
real quick, Fanny. Sunshine and step through. Say what's up to Sister Sunshine.
Hey, Sunshine, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, and again, you have to have the right type of people around you to help you grow and elevate. And not everybody is that for you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody that is that for you. And it will show up in how how big or how fast you will grow mentally, spiritually, and otherwise. So it's about who is your influence. You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself every day, what and who are you influenced by? Is it money? Is it fame? Is it success? Is it envy? Is it jealousy? You know what I'm saying? Is it another human being? You have to ask yourselves this every day because it changes every day. You know, I could be influenced by you today and be like, you know what? I'm influenced by a message that I read, and so on and so forth. You have to ask yourself, it's a daily thing. You have to feed yourself every day. But if you're being fed negativity every day, that's what your influence going to be. That's going to be your motivation.
Fanny, Riri and step through. Say what up to Riri.
Hey, Riri. Hey, Boo. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for joining us as well. I'm going to charge. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining us, Jessica. Thank you
We
for
appreciate that.
coming. Our next topic, we're going to be talking about the situation with Lil Tay and Offset. Mama Helen said that she wasn't
Yo,
aware
yo,
of the situation.
you sound like one of those white dudes that be narrating hip hop commentators and say the name all wrong. Did you just say Lil Tage? It's TJ. It's a little TJ.
Lil TJ, that's what I said. Ain't that what I said?
Nah. We ain't even go get her. You just straight up butcher
I
dude
need to
name. You
say, okay,
sounded like one of those white
Lil
female
TJ,
reporters that didn't even know his name. We're now reporting
Lil
on rapper
TJ.
Little Taj, who's like, nah, we ain't even gonna do it. You ain't gonna butcher bro name. Like he already in trouble. You butchering no
Helen,
damn
come
man
and
name.
get your child. Come and
Come
get
on,
your
Little
child.
Taj and stuff like that.
Come and get your child, Mama Helen. Once again, we're gonna talk about Offset being shot at the Hard Rock casino in Florida. He got into an altercation with little CJ. Okay. Allegedly, we're gonna have to say allegedly, y'all, even though there was footage of the altercation, but allegedly. Um, the backstory with the situation was he was at the Hard Rock Casino in Florida and he was gambling. Allegedly, he has a gambling addiction. Allegedly, y'all. And he borrowed some money. Um, Allegedly, the amount was 10K, and he lost that money. Then he went up and he called allegedly Selena Proud and asked her how much money did she have on hand. She told him the amount, and allegedly she stated that she had 20K. And he said, I know that you have more than that on hand. Bring it all. And she was like, I'm not giving you all my money because allegedly she already gave him 15K and hadn't paid it back. So he blew out his money. Allegedly, he started asking other people for cash apps. A random lady asked him what was going on. He started to panic. She gave him $2,000. He blew that as well. Um, when he was asked to return the money back, the money that he owed previously, altercation ensued. They began to fight. Next thing you know, they said Offset was getting the best of him, and allegedly somebody pow him.
So
As
let me help you out a little bit. So the shooting guys did not take place at this same night of this gambling, whatever the case may have happened.
Yeah, it happened the
Every
same night.
No, this gambling story is completely old. Offset just got shot like yesterday. This thing
Hmm.
with Selena Powell and all of that, that story is like 2 months old. That had been happened previously. Now, ever since that had happened, little TJ has been looking for him. And
Right.
rumor has it that little TJ Peoples allegedly just now getting a hold of him. So
Let me give you the backstory with that.
all of this
It was
didn't all of this didn't happen in the same night. The casino and the shooting all did not happen in the same night.
Well, they have reported that he had got into it with I don't want to say fan, but somebody spotted him out at the casino and asked for a picture. Him and this man got into a verbal altercation. The man felt some type of way. And Offset was trying to explain to him, like, dude, I don't want you video record me. I don't want you taking no picture of me because I'm out here by myself. And so the guy felt slighted and was like, you know how people get when you tell them no. He was like, oh, you ain't that big of a celebrity anyway. And so Offset was like, I understand all that, but I'm literally out here by myself. I don't want you recording me. I don't want no picture. I'm out here trying to have a good time. Allegedly, they said 2 hours later, that's when Lil TJ and his crew came to the casino. And that's
So
when
so check
everything had happened.
so check this out, right? So this video is gonna say this video is what, January 20th, 2025. You see that? Okay, so this is when that
That's when it happened.
casino this is when the casino thing happened. Uh
Right.
Offset, bro. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That bro, that pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit casino. He was pop. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing.
so I'm just showing that to say, yo, he
Addiction.
he planned that out good. You know how long 2 months that 2 months ago was? He planned that out good to wait 2 months to have something to happen to somebody after something like that. That was I wouldn't say the smartest thing, but it was like kind of smart because usually these street dudes instantly go after an act of revenge. Wouldn't you say?
I feel like that's a lot of money to owe to someone. And then allegedly, there were screenshots of a conversation that happened between Offset and Lil TJ when he was asking for his money back. And basically, allegedly, even though I seen the screenshot, Offset told him to come and get it, and
Yep.
yes,
Because
they
then
did.
I think what it, yeah, you correct. Because in that same story, I heard that the Selena Powell lady, I heard when she said after she loaned him some money, she said like, I think like she looked on Instagram not too long ago after that and seen that he brought like a Birkin bag for like a female and all of that. And she was like, well, let me call him to get my money then. And he told her the same thing, like you ain't getting it back.
And the thing of it is, the night of him gambling, he did call her up and asked her for money and basically asked her to bring all the money that she had. And I think Selena Powell's biggest mistake is when she did that interview that she let people know. She did not let them know the dollar amount, but she does have large amounts of money. And it's just like, for me personally, it's just certain things you just shouldn't say on the internet because you setting yourself up to be, robbed or whatever the case may be. And I just feel like a man that's at his level is kind of
Yeah,
like,
let me interfere on that. You know how easy it would be for a offset to quickly just legally make like $10,000, $5,000. You know how quick you know how many street dudes right now that's right, not even street dudes, but let's just say street dudes because he's a trap rapper, right? You know how many dope boys right now will pay that man 5K if they can get a feature from him? It don't take that much. And it don't take that long to record a verse. It would take what, 5, 10 minutes, depending on how good you is. But I forgot I'm TSM, so it might take them a whole day, right? But I'm just saying, for him to borrow it and knowing that he would have to pay it back, or some kind of controversy happen, and versus him just real quick busting a move like you offset. It take a quick promo. You can say, yo, these shoes came from such and such. You know how many people will pay you 5 grand for a promo? So that part killed me. Like just his name behind it. He's one of the Migos. You know what I'm saying? Anybody would pay 5, 10K for an offset. You know what I'm saying? And so that part I didn't understand.
but at the same time, if you have an addiction, the money is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's just like if I paid you 10K or 20K for a feature or to write a song for me, to be a ghostwriter for a song for me, and I give you that 20K up front and you go blow it on an addiction, my money I gave you meant nothing. It's gonna piss me off, especially if I didn't get my feature, especially if you didn't write the song for me. And then I'm coming at you like, hey TSM, where's my feature? Where's my song? And then you tell me, oh, you're gonna have to get that in blood. What? You ain't even got the money. You didn't even do, and you know what I'm saying? It's like when you have an addiction, allegedly, it doesn't matter because those people that he borrowed the money from didn't get their money back. They didn't get their
Yo,
money
I'm
back.
I'm surprised that he even was able to get it out of all the rumors surrounded by his name and gambling. Um, I know people that's on drugs and how to save more money than the stories I heard from him. They say every check he get, he blows. Like, and I don't know how true it is, but like when everybody's starting to say the whole industry, when everybody's starting to say something, one or two. I appreciate that comment, Vivi. Much respect. I appreciate it. But when everybody's saying the same thing, it's like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna stay away from that. You know how you gotta find out yourself? Man, if I heard a
Mhm.
thousand people telling me the same thing, it's like I don't even want to find out myself. That just feel like a warning. And so for him to still be able to borrow 10,000 or 8,000 from these people, mind blowing to me.
I'm just glad that he's still alive because there's people out here who won't even play about $5, let
That
alone
that that would have been
10,000.
that would have been bad to lose two Migos. We already lost Offset. Like
Yeah,
that would have shut the whole
yeah.
industry down for a minute. Like that would have shut industry, especially with people like Charleston White. Every time somebody from the streets died, he got
Oh
something to
my
say back.
God.
I just now found out what he said when Gilly the kid died. His son died, and I'm like, damn, you just apologized to him. Everybody was like, that's what's up. You finally being mature. Then this man's son died, and you call your son on the phone, and then you hang up and say, yo, Gilly, won't you like to talk to your son one last time? Like so. Nowadays, these rappers getting this left and right. They getting more hate when they die than love, and it's crazy. So that would have been bad to lose two Migos. I'm glad that he's safe too. He had an angel around him that night. I pray whoever done this, get caught. I'm with all the snitching. I don't believe in the no, because I'm a citizen. I'm not a street dude. So I pray whoever did it get caught.
What are your since you brought up Charleston White, what are your thoughts about him and his issue that he had with the baby involving his cousin, B White?
Could you break that story down? What's going on with that? I know I heard about the painting and all that, but I ain't hear about what you were speaking of.
Yeah, B White is Charleston White's cousin, who's an artist who make paintings for different celebrities.
Okay, so
And when
so is that the guy who did the painting of the baby's kids?
yeah.
Yeah, that one right there. I don't. For me though, I think I think it got a little bit out of hand. I'm not even looking at it as a. I'm with the painter on this one. I think the baby ego is just too far because I'm just gonna be real. I believe if that was two half naked females out there, I believe the reaction would have been different. Then again, probably not because he's known for beating females up, slapping them and all of that. So I don't know, but
Mhm.
I think it was a biased thing. I think if it was the right person, a trap dude or somebody like that, the reaction would have got received a little bit different.
And that's what they were talking about. I want you to go look back at the video. They brought that up as well. But I think with Charleston White, in my opinion, because I'm a mom and I don't play about my kids. I don't play about kids, period. I just didn't like I understand that he was upset that this happened to his cousin, but I think he went too far when he said F his kids. He went even as far as to say, even when his neighbor kids go out in the street, he don't, he don't be like, get out of the street or nothing. He be like, F them kid, and it's just like, but you a dad, you a father yourself. And it's
You
just
know,
so
one thing about that man that I don't understand is that Charleston White is he's one of those people that's so smart he's stupid. He's so smart that he's stupid because he say a lot of things that make sense, but then it's outweighed by this bush that he's saying. I mean, he said so much crazy
important.
stuff. I don't even think I can repeat it on here. He said,
Hmm.
and I quote, that all Chinese babies should get bad things happen to them. And when I say bad things, just think of the worst, disgusting creeps. He said babies, all Chinese babies, that should happen to them. Then he was on live and he maced a baby cat. And it's just like, yo, you doing and saying all this crazy stuff. I can't even support the good stuff that you're talking about because now I don't know if that's legitimate or I don't know, if you're just doing that for a check.
And the thing of it is with him, like you said, he's very, very intelligent. He do say very educated things, but at the same time, they overshadow with the BS. Like when he was talking about the baby and if the baby retaliated against him, what he said about his kids. And it's just like, why do the children even have to even be involved in it? You know what I'm saying? As a father, he has a right to feel the way he felt. Um, and I understand that's your family, that's your people or whatever, but at the same time, it's kind of like, let's not involve the kids. Let's not do that. You can say whatever you want to about the baby, but just leave the babies out of it. You feel me?
My, my,
Like
my thing
that's
is
what
with that. My thing is with that, right? If he was so private with his kids where he didn't want them out to the public, The image came from his profile, public. Like he already had it out there. And so
Mhm.
that was the guy's biggest argument. It's like, yo, if you was private with the kids, why did you have them? That's how I got this picture. Like I didn't just magically find out how your children looked it. And I think it was more a love thing than anything. It's not enough fathers that's in their children's lives. How many rappers, street rappers, do y'all know that's active in their children's lives like the baby? This guy cooks with his kids, cook for them, take them to school himself. And that needs to be showcased a little bit more. It needs to be embraced. And I just think that night the baby was just on one. Like this dude is always on one. And let me remind y'all, in case y'all don't know, let's go back 2 years ago where a female at his performance put the phone in front of his face to take a picture. And he not only punched her in her face 2 times, but he threw her phone and cracked it. And then let's fast forward to last year where the guy waited 6 hours outside of his performance and simply asked, yo, can I take a picture? The baby didn't just say no. And this ain't allegedly, but I'm gonna say allegedly. He didn't just say no. He told the dude no. And since he in an effed up mood, he had his big old security guard to go punch the little guy in the face. And this is a guy that gets upset every chance he get. It's like his temper. I gotta remind y'all, the baby came into the rap game because at Walmart, he was a regular rapper, and at Walmart, somebody tried to rob him. He ended up shooting a guy, taking a life. That blew up on the news, which blew up on the internet, which made the baby a household name. And so he came in the game off that type of energy. And so when people coming in the game off that type of energy, there's just do's and don'ts. And I think if that guy was paying a little bit more attention to the baby, he should have known, just due to the things that happened in the past, this might be something that I might want to step back from or step away from. But the baby was on a power trip, but at the same time, maybe he was being a protective dad. But if you that protective and you know all of these trolls and creeps on the internet, why did you put your kids on the internet to begin with? How different is it from that man painting a picture of them? It's not like he painted them in a provocative way or anything. He was showing love.
I just feel like as a father, he has a right to showcase his children. He also has a right to ask other people not to. Um, did he go too far with, because he did ask the gentleman to remove his kids off of his page or whatever.
Now that
My
I'm all for that. Now, if like asking the guy to remove, I'm all for that. But like, your
mhm,
opinion is your opinion. You said as a father, he has the right to say there's a post this picture. You should be smart enough to know that anything people talk about Jesus on the internet. Your baby can be the
mhm,
cutest baby ever, the sweetest baby ever. There's something way harsher than what that man did was painting. If he probably go check them comments or if they own, trust and believe there's somebody in the comments that have something negative or bad to say about that baby, those
that's
babies.
true.
So he put
That's
that out
true.
there. He gave by you being who you are and you posting something publicly. We know what the paparazzi do. Hell, I'm not even on his status. I'm TSM and I can't put certain shit because it end all up on Snapchat and Facebook and people clip me. And so I know this. I know not to put out a certain picture. I know I can't post a picture on YouTube with my shirt off. Like, I know that part. And so like even with even with the kids, right? I know I got the rights to put them on there, but I know at the same time, as educated as I am, once I put this on there, it's free game. Like just because you who you are, everybody ain't gonna listen to you. You say take my kids down. People don't care about that. What about the people that don't like you? So once again, he put that opportunity out there.
That's true. That's why you don't see my babies on the internet because man, somebody tried it before, and it's just like don't when it comes to don't try with my kids. You can hate me all you want to, but just don't try with me with my kids because I don't even play like that. You don't see no pictures of them anywhere on my social media. I just won't do it. I just
Mariah
won't
started
do it.
early. She was on Steve Wilkos with us. Y'all remember that? So she was like 4 years old. She already was on TV. So hell, you know what I'm saying? It was already out there with her.
I just won't. I It's more or less for my protection because it's just like I'm not really. I don't play about my kids
You
like
you
that.
were mom. You were mom,
I
and the
don't.
What a mom does is a mama bird. And y'all mothers, that's what y'all are. Y'all protective. Y'all be like, nope, it ain't even about to happen. Ain't even about to let that happen. And fathers, on the meanwhile, we be like, go ahead and try it. Nah, you can try it. So we more of a go ahead and try it. And y'all more of a nah, we're not even gonna put y'all in that predicament. So that's understandable. Yeah. Oh, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact, can I share this story with y'all real quick? So
yeah, I'm ready.
I'm walking to the I'm walking from the store, right? And so I think I shared this with you, Fanny, but I see these two teenage boys. One probably was like 17. I'm just guessing their age, and the other one probably was like 15. The older one, he was like a heavy set, black chubby guy, and the other one was like a skinny, light skinned guy with an afro. And I'm walking towards their way, and they're walking towards my way. And now there's two sides of the streets. The black chocolate guy is on my side, coming towards, like walking towards my way. And the light skinned guy is on the opposite side, and he's walking towards this way too. And I could tell that the way that they're walking, something is off. So I instantly tuck my necklace. I know these fools ain't about to try to rob me. And so as I look, I see the dark skinned guy tell the light skinned dude, like, hurry up, hurry up. And so as soon as he said that, I reach on my hip, but then I see both of them come run behind me. Like they shield themselves behind me. And when they get behind me, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And I hear a car brake skirt, like, and the guy got out, and it's this big old mean looking father. He got this firearm on his hip. Took it straight out, and he like, oh, so y'all just jumped my kids? And he telling me like, get out the way, bro. Get out the way, bro. And I'm telling him like, I don't even know. This just happened like 2 days ago. I'm like, bro, I don't even know these little kids. I don't know what's going on. He's like, no, I know, I know. I seen everything. And so I'm trying to get the hell on down, and the light skinned guy tell the daddy, he like, you know what? Shoot me, shoot me. And the black chubby guy, he's pleading for his life. And he's his babies. And I'm just looking at this whole situation like, yo, this is sad all over. And so before the little guys can get shot, this happened right next door to the fire department. And so the volunteer firefighters came out, and they kind of placed themselves in between the kids and the father. And so the guy got back in the car and took off. I'm sure they called the police. But what I took from that situation, it was like, damn, where do we come to in life? Because I can't be upset at the dad because he's protecting this baby. And today, most of the killers are babies themselves. They're people who look like those two little guys that was walking up and down the street. You can't judge a book by its cover anymore. So I really don't blame him for, doing that, because you have to kind of step up and say, look, I bet you this won't happen again, by taking action. Now, on a kid's defense, it's like, damn, sir, these is two babies. That's your son's age, and you have to. Your your way of putting fear in them and threatening them is pulling out your firearm. You have to threaten them with the firearm. You couldn't just really do the dad thing. And so I'm like, damn, did we really come to a point in life where the bottom line is my gun? I have two or three guns, and I haven't touched those things. I probably gonna have to go get them oiled. They probably can't even cock back because I ain't touched those things since I got them. Didn't really have to, or don't really have to, and it's just like, I even was in a case where it was a guy talking real crazy in my face, and I had Moose with me. For y'all who's been here, y'all know who Moose is. This guy talking real crazy in my face, and in my head, I'm like, he can say what he want as long as he don't touch me. He's good. And so I'm letting him say what he want to say. And for me, the thought of my gun never came about. Like, never came about. And it's just like, damn, are we really at a point in life where the bottom line is the firearm? And it's like, damn, and we really at a point where these kids is just going around thinking they could disrespect other people's children without consequences. There is parents that will fight you kids. I'm just letting y'all know this now. Some parents don't mind going to jail for their babies. And hell, I think I'm proud to say I'm one of them. Let two or three babies jump my baby Stephanie, and she come home talking about she got jumped by some female. Man, I'm putting boots on. I'm going to fight 16-year-old babies. I don't want to hear no mama's explanation or no daddy's explanation. My baby got jumped. Take me to jail, call the police now, tell them I don't for the kid. Because I'm going to fight for mine. Because y'all don't know what might happen. Any instant, any second, somebody can take your children's life. This coming from somebody that's got shot 8 times at once in a matter of 5 seconds. My life almost was taken in 15 seconds or something like that. So I don't take any threat as lightly.
Yeah. Virginia says some people don't care for certain babies who don't want to love. I want some. I want I won't have none of my pictures on the internet. Many people have something to say about me. And that's true. The internet has basically given cowards a format to sit up there and say the most disrespectful, discouraging things about people they don't know, especially children. And it's just like for me personally, I don't want no parts of anybody to have any type of ill will towards any child. It don't matter the age to me. Like if you have evil in your heart towards a child, to me, you're wicked. You're very, very wicked. I don't care how cool you are with everybody else. For me, it's a no for me. TSM isn't afraid to fight for his kids. I'll make a note of that. It's a real father right there. 100. People don't be out here playing about their kids like me. I don't play about
You
mine.
know,
Period.
Fanny was, I think she was telling me, we was talking about something, and it's like, people, it's like you got people who want to be parents and can't even be parents. But then you got parents who have children and they don't even treat them right. They don't raise them right. They don't raise them correctly. They don't treat them correctly. Nothing goes right. And it's a cycle that never ends. And it's moms that physically can't have children, and that's all they ever want in life. They don't want to be rich. They don't care about a nursing career. They don't want to have a BBL. They don't care about having a flat ass. They got a C cup. Hell, they'll take the C cups at the top. They don't care about none of that. They just want a baby, and they can't have it. And it's selfish parents out here who's letting their kids go around beating up adults, disrespecting, and it's just like, damn. That's all you can say is damn, and make sure you got yours on the right path.
Yeah. And then it's just so unfortunate. You got women out here who will bash a child who will bash a child because they feel like that ain't my kid. I'm gonna say whatever I want. That ain't my kid. But let somebody say something about their kid or a niece or a cousin or a nephew. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, what's wrong with you? What's who hit you upside your head when you feel like you can say anything about a child? You know, just because it's not your child, that child belongs to somebody, and that somebody ain't gonna come play with you. You know what I'm saying? And I just think sometimes when it comes to children, people just need to close their mouth because there's people out here, like I said, who do not play about their kids. But then you got some parents who are here who who will mistreat a child, and it's just like why, like why? What is this for? You carry that baby inside your body for 9 months. God bless. You felt it move, you felt it grow, you gave it its nourishments only for to bring it to pass and to treat it like this. It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
And in 1989, there was a mom by the name of Elizabeth. I can't remember her last name, and I think I've shared this video with you in the past, Fanny. A man had done something bad to her daughter and took her daughter's life, and she went to court. She was in a courtroom, and she had that trench coat on and stood right in front of the police officers, right in front of the judge, and she had tears in her eyes, and she emptied out the revolver on the man and took his life right there. And she smiled when she did it. She didn't care. She was calm. She was relaxed. It's like she had been fighting something for so long, and you just seen her so. She has never been more calm than when she saw that man on the ground. And man, shout out to that judge because she didn't even charge that lady with taking that man's life. The lady was only charged for bringing a firearm into the courtroom. But shout out to moms like that
Mm.
that have put it all on the line for their babies. Fanny, we've reached about the end of this podcast. Is there any announcement? I see you blinking over there. I see you. I see you. Is there any announcement she representing too? She got the band on you folks. Like she letting it be known. Like, yeah, y'all see which finger this on. Shit, I ain't playing with y'all. I'm about to come on here popping today. Got my jewelry, my little pink furs. Y'all know what the F going on. It's Fanny P on you, Mitches. Uh huh. Yeah. Yo, what announcement you got for us today?
Um, are we gonna let them know about the new song? What we doing with that, or is we still working
Hey,
on that?
hey, drop the information on. Let them know what's going on.
Oh, we have a new song, y'all. I hope y'all really like it. It's my favorite song, and he asked me to come up on it. So I hope you guys love it when he release it. Um, I would like to have a video with it before it's released. Personally, I think that would be dope. Also, I'm working on something as well. I had mentioned it not yesterday, but the day before about a project that I'm working on that was inspired by TSM. I'm working on that as well. TSM, what you got going on?
Um, I've been kind of I think I've been updated with the music because a lot of people was complaining. Oh, you're putting out a lot of comedy. You just pause on the music. So I've been putting out a nice amount of music, some music shorts. And so I think I'm gonna go back to the vlogs. I'm gonna start back vlogging, doing the 5 day vlogs, and kind of try to get that pressed into the algorithm. YouTube suppressed it in there a little bit, but I'm trying to get it real deep up in there, and I'm kind of doing more like just like physical one-on-one comedy, as y'all seen today with the two shorts, and so just kind of trying to elevate a little bit more into the media space, and God bless everything is continuing to go right. We will be hitting 7 million views real soon, so be looking out for that. As far as Reverb Nation, I'm gonna have to give y'all an update on which numbers I'm at later on because I haven't been checking myself. Tomorrow, people, now I don't know what time we're gonna be going live. I have a construction gig to go do. And like I said, I don't know how long that's gonna take me, but I would like to do a 2 hour live. I've seen, I think it was Sunshine's. Yeah, it was Sunshine. So I've seen Sunshine live for like maybe even 6 hours. I don't know, but just I see the algorithm and I see how the numbers pinch and I see the graphs chart and I see what she's doing and how long she's staying on there and I can see the elevation. And so I want to try to go on a little bit more longer to kind of grow a little bit faster and continue to do what I gotta do. Before we get up out of here though, Fanny, we gotta pray for the people. And since you hot right now with the hot pink, why don't you give us a hot prayer?
But before we do that, we want to give a shout out once again for tonight's sponsors, Millie Moon Luxury Diapers for our luxury wiggler waddlers and our luxury toddlers. Shout out to Millie Moon Diapers. Go get your Millie Moon diapers so you can receive your 20% off and using the promo code YOLEAKS. And shout out to Tampax Radiant Pads and use the promo code YORadiance to receive 20% off your purchase. And once again, shout out to Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, the Replay Gang, and everybody in the chat. And of course, our haters, y'all. Shout
Yo,
out to
Fanny,
them.
Fanny, do me a favor tonight. Now, because you probably won't be able to contact Vivi like directly, but like go leave a message on one of her posts and see. Like we know it's a slim chance, right? But just see if you can squeeze a day out of her or a time, and it have to be on her time because we on different time, and see if we can get an interview with her. See if we can get her up here for a
Okay.
couple questions.
Okay, I can do that. Um, I'll be contacting you, Vivi, after this live. Um, but before we close, I just want to give a special prayer. She said, I love you, TSM, my family, and everyone. Love you too, Vivi. I will be
Yeah.
contacting you after this live. Um, But before we all separate, I just want to say, Father God, thank you once again for joining us tonight. I thank you for watching over us and protecting us, for always being at the right place and at the right time, bringing the right people across our path and delivering us from the wrong people. We thank you, Father God, for this podcast, for everybody in the chat, Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, the Replay Gang, and of course, our haters. Without them, it wouldn't be possible, Father God, because you said you will prepare a place in the presence of our enemies. Father God, we thank you so much for your protection and your continuous blessings and your endless love. And it's in Jesus' name we thank you. Amen.
Amen. Sunshine, I appreciate you making me a moderator over there. That really means a lot. Won't let you down. When I see you go live, I'm gonna try to come by as much as I can to make sure the shows come out of there. Until next time, y'all, I will see y'all later. TSM is out of here.